Everything is okay. That's all I can say. Everything is okay. Yeah, so I decided to do my review of Amphibia Season 2 a little early before the premiere. I do want to stress that I will be watching the premiere, the Season 2 finale, the premiere of it at least tonight, to support the show. Because if you don't support the show, this show gets shafted by the mouse. And none of us want that. So, this is basically... I decided to do the review early because I was afraid I might be busy tonight. So I was like, I gotta do the review, and they revealed the after-credit scene. They did, that is basically a reveal for the Season 3 intro. Yeah. So... yeah, let's talk about this. Let me preface it by saying everything is going to be fine. That's what we are going to tell ourselves in this whole episode review. Everything is fine. Nothing to worry about. Everything is okay. No one important died and is maybe coming back as a monster. Yep. So let's talk about some things. I really like how well this show interconnected all these plot lines in one episode, because usually most shows Ruby basically when they do something like this, they usually forget one or two plot lines and then just wrap it up real quick. Here it's like everything is so interconnected with one another. Like all the little storylines are so interconnected and so interwoven that it's kind of necessary that they're all here. Like it's all every little minutia is basically like brought together and like tied together so well. From everyone trying to get back home to to Sasha working with the Toads to invade Newtopia, to the big reveal with Newtopia. It's all a major thing. It's all just one big major thing. We also discover, getting back to revelations and whatnot, we find out that Marcy was the one who found the box, the music box that brought them to Amphibia, and yeah, also that book was written by F. Pines and had an image of a certain triangle demon. Starting to make me wonder about something. Like, are we actually doing a shared universe? Like, are we building to a shared universe? And I'm curious because they've been really doing that, and obviously Owl House has certain connections to Gravity Falls as well, and all of these writers were all a part of Gravity Falls. From both Dana Terrence and Matt Barley were part of Gravity Falls. They were a big part of it along with Hirsch. So I'm starting to think we may be building this. I may be thinking too far ahead, but I think there's also a part of me that's going, I think it might be an interconnected universe. I mean, if DuckTales can do it, so can we. Like, so can Amphibia, Owl House, and Gravity Falls. Like, it's a possibility. I'm not gonna I'm not saying, like, it's gonna happen, but it's a strong possibility of it happening. Like, that's what I'm thinking, is that it's a strong possibility that this could happen, or I'm just overthinking it like everybody else. That could also be the case, too. So, I also like, again, going back to with Marcy, it's that she was the one who found the music box, because we found out that her parents were going to be moving away. She didn't want to leave her friends behind, and she told Indarius all this, who basically was like, cool, you help me, and you'll never stop having adventures with Sasha and Anne. Oh, poor thing. I knew this was coming too. Like, that's the really sad part, is that we all saw this coming. Like, we all knew this was going to happen at some point, and it doesn't hurt any less. Like, it just does not hurt at all. Like, it's also funny that the season finale to season 2 is like a ramp up from season 1, because season 1 was just basically Sasha and Anne you know, at that fight, and it was big and emotional, and how it ends. And this one just took it to 11. Like, oh, that one tugged your heartstrings? Boom! Yeah. I also have been really enjoying, real quick, going over to Sasha real quick. I've been enjoying her interactions with Grime and how she's kind of, like, really bonded with Grime. Basically, the two have become Zuko and Iroh. Like, that's the best way to describe Amphibia, is that they are basically the Zuko and Iroh of Amphibia. That's really all they are. Except, you know, it's just funny, like, how the parallels you can see between the two. And I really like how they, like, I love that moment where Sasha's like, Anne said, she tells Anne, I've got your back, Anne, and Grime's like, and I've got yours. And I'm like, yay. So yeah, Sasha and Grime are definitely, like, the new Zuko and Iroh. I'm also like, it's also fun to see these characters, and also all these characters just kind of intersect with one another. Also, I know I've been saying also a lot, but I just keep forgetting stuff. I'm going to preface this is that I can't be the only one shipping Yunen with Olivia, right? With Lady Olivia, right? I mean, I can't be I can't be just the only one shipping Lady Olivia with General Yunen. I can't be the only one, right? If so, I am the captain of this ship. What was that? Where was it going with this? Oh, yeah. So we also find out that, oh, big shock, and Darius is really the bit. Well, I would say people have been saying, like, he's the dark side for this show. It's more like, I think he's more like the Steppenwolf. And the big eight-eyed toad Goliath Lovecraftian monster bastard is the big endgame villain. Like, that's Darkseid. What we're dealing with right now is just basically Steppenwolf. Yeah, I made a callback to Zack Snyder's Justice League, because that was the best way to describe it. Because no, he's got, like, the robots we find out were all being built by him. We also find out that Darius was a conqueror centuries ago. Like, the kingdoms were all, like, conquerors and multiversal conquerors. That's something to take into account. Until, like, the leaders of the frogs and toads took the box, stole it, and separated the gems because Darius was going nuts here. So, I also would not put it past him that the planters are descendants of the person who betrayed Darius, like, of the frog group. Would not be shocked about that, because you gotta tie, because we all know how shows have to tie in everything, right, Star Wars? I'm not bitter. Anyway, so as I was saying, so Darius now has, like, a huge evil robot army. It's scary as all hell, and then we come to that scene. Yeah, Marcy gets straight up impaled on Darius. Well, actually, no. I'll back up, because there's more I need to process with that scene. But basically, what happens before that is another major thing that made me go... I was watching it and I went, hold up, how did we get here? How did we get here? So, the scene in question is that Darius throws Sprig out a window when he makes the castle flying fortress, and Anne bonds with the gem in the Calamity box, and hand to God, she goes Super Saiyan Blue. She basically goes Super Saiyan God and fights Darius. And while it's cool, I was like, holy shit, this kicked up to 11. Like, was anyone expecting, like, the Calamity powers to just basically make her a Super Saiyan? Like, was that, No, really, like, it's straight up Super Saiyan Blue. Like, it is straight up, like, how she fights, too. Like, yeah. And keep in mind, Marcy and Sasha could do that, too. Like, when you really think about it, like, there is a chance that we are going to see Marcy and Sasha be able to do that, too. And speaking, so yeah, that fight scene, while it was well choreographed, I was thinking to myself, man, Matt Barley really is an anime weeb. Because there's no way. How the fight scene is shot, the blue hair, there's no way that they were making a direct reference to Dragon Ball Z. There is no other way. And then the hits keep coming and they don't stop coming. Ben 2 rules and we hit the ground running. I'll stop. Anyway, so yes, we get to the scene where everyone's trying to get a portal to Earth. The planners and Anne are there. Marcy's trying to get the Calamity Box, and then Darius straight up impales Marcy on the sword. And you see it. Like, you straight up see the sword going right through her. Now, I don't know if they're going to edit this. Like, they're going to... Because they did... I think that may be the reason why Disney held off on premiering it. It wasn't because of, scheduling issues. I think it was because of that scene, and Disney went, whoa, 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 whoa. And Matt Barley probably went to Disney and argued with them, and that's why we have, like, a disclaimer now, instead of it being edited. But who knows, maybe tonight we'll see that scene edited, and we won't, that's what happens when you work for the all-controlling mouse. That is what happens. Anyway, so yeah, Marcy is impaled. She straight up fucking dies in front of everybody. And everyone's freaking out, myself included. Meanwhile, you got the Penny, Paul, and Dina fans in the back going, first time? Yeah. So yeah, that happened. And then the planters end up on Earth. And then we get the Season 3 intro, which says a lot. So the Season 3 intro basically involves stuff like showing off that the planters are living with Anne's family and trying to live on Earth and, be cool about it. Meanwhile, Darius is sending robots to attack Anne, who's learning more and who's using more and more of her powers, while at the same time, Marcy's hooked up to some ungodly machine, probably becoming Mecha Marcy. Hashtag Mecha Marcy. And Sasha is still on... Yeah, a lot of people forgot. Like, I didn't realize this until after the episode. I was like, oh shit! Sasha's still on Amphibia. So she's gonna... so I think the show's going to be split up to basically being Anne and her time on Earth trying to get back to Amphibia to find Sasha and stop Darius' invasion, because we do see more of that stuff leaking from Amphibia to Earth, and Sasha and Grime back in the Planner's hometown with the others trying to form a rebellion. So, yay. I'm all excited for Season 3. And also, it makes me wonder, that's an army coming, so what's probably going to happen is that, the characters from both Amphibia and Earth are going to unite to fight them. But at the back of my head, like, I'm hoping for an Avengers Endgame portal scene with, like, all these portals from the multiverse open up, and you get, like, fucking DuckTales, Starverses, Gravity Falls, Owl House, and all these other characters, Disney characters, just show up, and it's like that big Avengers Assemble moment to fight Darius and his army. I can dream, right? Shut up, I'm making this canon. Anyway, so all in all, I'm really excited. Season 2 was a finale that was not only, like, exciting, but also, like, it had so much heart to it, and it leaves you with so many questions, like the power of the Calamity Box, and the big... Yeah, we still don't know what the big Eldritch God monster Darius worships. It's interesting. This is all around going to be just completely kick-ass, and I cannot wait to see how Season 3 is. We don't know if Season 3 is going to be the final season, although some people have kind of speculated that maybe it is. But yeah. So, hopefully it won't meander like another show's third season. Right, Starverses? So, hopefully this show won't meander, and yeah. I'm all excited. That's all I can say, is I am all kinds of excited. But you guys tell me in the comments below, what do you guys think of the Amphibia Season 2 finale? Do you guys like it, hate it? What are your expectations for Season 3? And also, I'd like to stress once again, please, if you want this show to do well and continue on, please support the creators. please support the creators. Even though I watched the show early, the episode early, I'm still gonna go watch the premiere because, yeah, that's, you know, that's how good shit gets created. Is if you help, you know, help the viewership with it. But anyway, so once again, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time on Multiverse.